Yeah, what's going on, family? Shaman B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I'm actually coming to y'all with another video, man, talking about the seeds of the next death crisis. And I'm actually going to read some of the notes from the article, and I'm going to leave the article in the description box so you can also do further research on your own, okay? And they were saying the shock that coronavirus has wrought on markets across the world coincides with a dangerous financial backdrop marked by spiraling global debt. According to the Institute of International Finance, a trade group, the ratio of global debt to gross domestic product hit an all-time high of 300 high. They were saying like over 322% in the third quarter of 2019, with the total debt reaching close to $253 trillion in global debt. The implication the implication, if the virus continues to spread, is that any fragilities in the financial system have the potential to trigger a new debt crisis. In the short term, the behavior of credit markets will be critical. Despite the decline in bond yields and borrowing costs, since the markets took fright, financial conditions have tightened for weaker corporate borrowers. Their access to bond markets have become more difficult. After a 50 basis point cut, the U.S. Federal Reserve policy rate of 1.0 to like 1.5% is still higher than the 0.8% on yield on the policy sensitive 2-year Treasury note. This inversion of the yield curve could intensify the squeeze, says Charles Dumas, chief economist of T.S. Lombard, if U.S. banks now tighten credit while lending has become less profitable. This is particularly important because much of the debt builds up, since the global financial crisis of 2007 to 2008 has been in the non-bank corporate sector, where the current disruption to supply chains or reduce global growth, imply lower earnings and greater difficulty in servicing debt. In effect, the coronavirus raises the extraordinary prospect of a credit crunch in the world of ultra low and negative interest rates. The risk the risk have been building in the financial system for decades. From the late 1980s, central banks and especially the Fed conducted what to be known as asymmetric monetary policy, whereby they supported markets when they plunged but failed to damp them down when they were prone to bubbles. Excessive risk taken in banking was the natural consequence. So these, so they pretty much talking about, these are some of the things that they keep on practicing. They pretty much saying that if they don't change a lot of the things of what they've been doing since 2007, 2008, these are some of the seeds that were planted there coming into fruition back into 2020 of a global debt crisis. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man, spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need that y'all had to hit this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. Like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to donate, the links will be in the description box. And it's your man B Miles coming to you live once again for the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.